Most business owners suffer from a condition I call commission breath. And this commission breath sabotages every single sale you try to make. Now, what is commission breath? Commission breath is a biological condition that is known to affect people that are in a situation where they ain't got no money. They're concerned. They're greedy. They're looking at the person they're speaking to as if they will turn into a manifestation of an invoice, a check. And that greed, that self-centered, self-focused thought generates stank out of their mouth. And every time they speak, it turns the person they're speaking to, turns them off. I mean, come on now. You know you smelled it before. When's the last time you went to the mall? You walked into the store. Salesperson came to you. They said, "Can I help you?" And what's that? Vintage. Commission breath. And what did you say? The same thing we all say. No thank you. I'm just looking. I'm just browsing. All the above. You know you went in that store to buy something. But because the salesperson brought the commission breath to you, your next move was to give them the Heisman. That's what I'm talking about. And there's all salespeople go through it. All business owners go through it when they're in a situation of stress, right? The issue is because you're thinking about the fact that you need to make the sale. You're focused on that as opposed to helping someone. You failed to make the sale. So we want to flip that. Consider for a moment flipping the script, and instead of you trying to make a sale, imagine, cue John Lennon, imagine instead you're trying to have a conversation. No stress, understand the person, understand their needs, how you can help. In this position, you're not Sam I Am pushing green eggs and ham. You take the time to actually find out what the guy's name was you were talking to. Did you ever notice when we read Green Eggs and Ham, we never learn that fella's name? Not once. Boat, goat, here, there, lark, dark, I digress. But we never learned the fella's name. Failure on Sam's part. But again, I digress. The point of the story is, take the time to ask the questions. Find out about the customer, where they are in their journey, how you can help. And then you won't have commission breath. Now, here's an example. In my business, it was, terrible situation. How terrible? Payroll's due on Friday. Everybody's getting paid. Employees, families impacted by the money that's in the bank. Oh, but in the bank on Monday, you could hear and see the tumbleweeds. Nothing there. Just thoughts and wishes. Nothing. Oh my God, stressful. Anywho, on Wednesday, check comes in so I can actually make payroll. Thank God. But it did not come in because I was on the phone stressing, harassing everybody on Monday and Tuesday. Far from it. Checks came in on Wednesday because of all the work I had done prior, all the months before. So little known fact, especially when you're in B2B space and the business to business, there's very little you can do on a Monday to get paid on a Monday. Everything you do on Monday is for a future date. You're constantly planting seeds to reap the benefits in the future. So actually what you're doing is spending your time on revenue generating activities all the time, trying to get conversations, understand the conversations, move the conversations along, getting in front of people to have the conversations, understanding what people's needs are, doing research and how you can help them. That's what you're doing. Doing that's not commission breath. You're doing solutions. You're helping people. You're becoming a detective. And that changes your physiology so you no longer have the stank commission breath. Now, the framework itself, what we're actually talking about is how we change our operation. The commission breath itself, as I mentioned, is because you're focused on how do I get paid? How do I get sales? We don't want to do that. Now, as a business owner, you know you didn't quit your job, your 9 to 5. After the right person said the right thing to you at the right time and make you say, I quit, I don't know you. Well, I don't need you, rather. It happened, 100%. I did it. Everybody I know that started their own business did the same thing. And that confidence that, that je ne sais quoi that everybody had to start their own business, you did start, 100%. Gumption to keep going, 100%. But now, don't build a whole new job, internship, right? You didn't quit to work. You quit so you can have fun and enjoy what you do. So why not do that with the sales, right? And with that, that's why I like to play a game. And that game is how do we take all the activities that lead to the conversations, that lead to customers saying yes and exchanging money for that yes. That is what I call the revenue quest. Revenue quest is gamification of work, where everything you do that leads to money gets a point value. And ultimately, at the end of each day, I want to have an average of 50 points. And what that looks like in my life, a telephone call is a point. Like one telephone call. I'm not talking about phone tag. Each new dial is a point. If I send an email and not responding back and forth in the email string Brand new email, that's a point. Social media content goes out, that's a point. If I'm doing a DM message, that's a point. All those 1-pointers. 5 points. If I send out a proposal, 5 points. If I get a proposal back, 5 points, right? If I have an individual meeting with a client that could lead to them saying yes and spending money with me, 10-pointer. And here's the big one. If I have a networking opportunity, a networking meeting, either I'm in a room full of people that could say yes, or I'm in a room with a whole bunch of people that could be my referral partners. Either way, that's 15 points. At the end of each day, I want to have 50 points. Any combination, right? 4 meetings, 40 points. So I need another 10. I guess I got to send 10 emails or make 5 telephone calls and send 5 DMs. Whatever it is, each day, 50 points. And if I have an average of 250 points each week, I'm doing all the work that's going to lead to customers giving me money each month. You do the points, the work will come. What's the saying in physics? Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Or was Newton's second law or was it third law? I forget which law it is. The point of the story is a body in motion stays in motion until it's acted upon by a greater force. That body is your business revenue. That force that can stop it is you. If you stop doing the things that lead to money, the force stops moving. On the other side, a body rest stays at rest until it's acted upon by a greater force. You're not making no money, your business. If you start doing the things that lead to money, your business will make money. The things that make money, that's what you want to do. You just got to focus on being legit, right? Now, you might say, well, I can't do that. I'm not sure. Or 50 points is a lot. Look, being broke is harder. So you can either keep doing what you've been doing and not get results, or try a system that will get you results. At the end of the day, what I'm trying to help you with is a system that you can have fun with. Because trust me, I've had clients that said, oh my God, 50 points, this is easy. Ooh, I got 50, I got 42. Man, I got 100 points today. You start enjoying and celebrating the wins, the things that lead to the money. And before you know it, you're making so many points each day. Like, I'm of an age, I remember all the video game systems came about. You know, Atari 2600, NES, PlayStation, blah, 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 all the way up to what we have now. Do you know, anyway, video games were successful because of the points you have. People stop playing Monopoly, stop playing Life because they're able to accrue a lot of points. How much more so when you apply this to your daily operation, making money, right? So you're making points, these points lead to money, and before you know it, you've made so many points that you get addicted to scoring. And you'll find that the money will follow. Free your mind, the rest will follow. So don't let that I can't do it stuff, stop it. If you tell yourself you can, you're right. If you tell yourself you can't, you're right. Either way, you're in control of your own destiny. You are the hero of your own story. Get a pen, start to writing. Now lastly, commission breath sucks. It stinks. And it comes upon you because you're stressed out about your money. So the solution is, don't get stressed out about the money. Instead of stressing about the money, stress about making sure you're doing the things that lead to money. Are you having telephone calls? Are you having conversations? Focus on getting your points every day. Complete your quest daily, and the money will continue. The money will flow. Your breath will stop stinking. So if this content was great for you, please click a link, like, subscribe. We're here for you. Now, if you're a business owner and you want to transform your business, right? And if you want sales strategies custom fit to you to stabilize your revenue, stabilize your revenue and increase your profits, then I think we might need to have a one-on-one conversation. Click the link, schedule a call. We're here for you. Craig Cooper, Common Sense Revenue.